Coach, good morning. I hope you and everybody are well. It's James Hill with the Meac Countdown to Kickoff. When you look at building young men and providing a blueprint to be successful in the game of life, they want to be a Hornet, they want to earn a degree, they want to play Meac football, and you're able to instill those qualities in them with that blueprint. Just talk about these gentlemen, and some of them will graduate this semester, and guys will continue to move forward and learn.
You must have been in my year-end meeting yesterday, because that's exactly what the topic was. This group of guys that just finished the season, I will never forget them for what they've gone through. And I put myself back in their shoes over, close to 30 years ago when I was here as a student. And I'm saying to myself, being a 18, 19 or 21, 22-year-old young man and not really understanding how to process death, let alone death of a coach, in the midst of a season, and then still finding the energy to continue to go out and play and to adapt to new things. And I take my hat off to those guys. They're a special group, and I told them that what we've gone through this year, God placed us here for a reason. We don't know why things happen. We're not going to question, but we do know that we will learn from this. Everyone, including me, will learn from this, and we will probably not take life for granted. Every opportunity is special. Every minute is special. And at times we played that way. And then sometimes, we played that this year very inconsistent, especially, like I said, on the offensive side of the football. So, and that's exactly what, Coach Bassard coached. He was the offensive coordinator. So I kind of understand us being inconsistent on the offensive side, but our defense did everything they could this year to keep us in ball games. But our guys are going to learn, from this, and getting that degree is the main reason why they're here. We talked about that. You got to be a student athlete, and they know how much I feel about getting that degree, because when it's all said and done and you hang the helmet up, you got to rely on that degree to continue to compete, in society.
Coach, the Meac, 5 games, 5 teams. Just talk about how competitive it is, the high level, and everybody can beat each other. It's a very tough league. Talk a little bit about the Meac.
Well, I think Coach Scott said it all earlier. I was listening to his press conference when he said it's a 5-game playoff, and that's exactly what it is. In the beginning of your year, everyone looks at the schedule and you say, well, I think this game will be good for us. That game will be good for us. This game, if we do this right here, we will have success. If not, I can go the other way. You go down your schedule and you see that. When you go to the Meac, you say, you know what, I got to bring my A game, because you don't know what team is going to show up the next week. You know it's going to be good. It's going to be a fight. It's going to be physical. It's probably going to go down to the wire. So he's right. It's a 5-game playoff to decide who's going to have an opportunity to go to the Celebration Bowl. And we've said this over and over again. I think every coach has said this. Every team is evenly yoked. Regardless, if you beat them one year, you got to come back with your A game in order to beat them again. And it showed this year, and so many times throughout the conference, where teams that won last year, weren't that successful this year against the Meac opponents. So, it's a good system. I love the Meac. As I'm a product of the Meac, so it gives everybody hope that we're going to continue to build, and we still have a great brand of football over here in the Meac Conference.
Coach, in closing, the so-called off season, or the part of the year where there's no game scheduled, but you're still doing coaching responsibilities. Give us a little bit on that and what that can look like, because there's recruiting and there's other elements that people don't often see and they don't consider.
Well, my guys are working remotely the rest of the week, and they'll be back in the office on Monday. December 2nd is our first recruiting day, really, in terms of official visits. So I'm quite sure most coaches will have official visits on the 2nd and on the 9th, and then on the 14th as well, that those weekends, to get, some more talent to help us out, and that's just right now recruiting is the main focal point, but it's not the only focal point. We're going to go back and do a moment of reflection, I would say, besides recruiting. We're going to go back and look at the numbers and see where we are number wise, where we were from when we started in 18 to where we are now, and try to see the shifts and patterns, because we got to get this thing corrected. And I told my coaches, right now we have 365 days to get it right, and that's what we're looking for. So every day is a work day, and we got to go back and really just do a self-evaluation of our program. We got to find a way to get over the hump, not only in the Meac, but also our program consistency.
Thank you, Coach. Have a blessed holiday season, and take care, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the future.
Thank you. You as well.